Hey everybody, Kyle here from GoatFilmReviews.com and the Goat Film Reviews YouTube channel. It's a very cold day, so the heater's back on again because we're talking about my first reaction to Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley. I almost pulled a JT on that one. Nightmare Alley is an adaptation from a book, and it is del Toro's maybe his first film that steers completely clear of unreality, if you will. This film is while it deals with things like mentalism, it deals with things like carnivals, tarot cards. It never really digs all the way into fantastical elements. So in that way, I was expecting, I guess, a little bit of a different take on the classic noir. He always seems to add fantasy elements to a lot of other genres, and I guess I thought it was going to be more of a noir fantasy. As it is, it's pretty straight-laced. That's not to say that the film is incorrect. I just think that the trailer sells a little bit of a different experience. The trailer also showcases elements from the finale of the film, which I think is completely ridiculous that they did that. But overall, Bradley Cooper turned in another fantastic performance. He is our central character of the film. I mean, everyone else weaves in and out a little bit, and this is a movie that is really two movies in a lot of ways. There's a first hour and a last hour and a half, and it's a lengthy one. You do feel the time. You feel the length of the movie, but I don't know that that's to an extreme detriment. It's just like, going in, it's a lengthy film. It kept my attention the entire way through. There's some specific supporting performances that are really great. I don't think there's a bad performance in the film. There's just some that stand out really strongly. Toni Collette seems to be like on a streak. She needs to keep her agent because she is picking movies that are just excellent, and she's working with some top level people. Bradley Cooper's amazing in the movie. I liked Richard Jenkins. We didn't get a lot with him, but what we do get is really good, and it's kind of a different Richard Jenkins performance than we're used to recently. He kind of goes back to a couple other characters I've seen him play in the past and kind of delve in mind from that. Holt McCallum, he appears in the film. Not many people know who he is, but they should. He's a fantastic character performer, and he's great in the film as well. Let's see, who else is there? Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe is amazing in the movie. Like I said, there's not a bad performance in the film. Those are the ones that immediately jumped out to me, though, as wow, very good. I think del Toro's got some great cinematography here. The film is edited in a nice way that keeps the elements twisting and turning, although I will say I don't know if there's much that ultimately surprised me about the movie as far as twists and turns going. I guessed kind of where it was going to end up at the end. I guessed a lot of singular elements in the film. It doesn't mean the journey wasn't good. It just means that as far as twists and turns in the narrative goes, I felt a few of them were kind of where I was expecting to see them. And again, it sounds like I'm trashing on the film. I'm not. I don't mean that at all. I just mean I really enjoyed the movie. It's a character piece, and it's also one of those movies where Bradley Cooper is not playing a good guy. Our lead performer is not a good guy. He is a protagonist, but we don't really like him, and we're kind of waiting for the cards to fall. And in that way, it kind of channels classic noir, as well as, in some ways, some of the EC comics. It reminded me a lot of that. Like I said, no actual magic involved in the film, but some of the Tales of Suspense stories that EC Comics did back I guess 50s or so. That's where I felt a lot of inspiration come from the film. I'm curious to read the book and see how that translated into the feature film, and I'd like to ruminate on this one a while. I think a second watch for this one is going to drastically up my excitement level. It's just I guess I kind of thought in my head the movie was going to play out a little bit differently, and I was surprised at the restraint that del Toro showed. I was kind of looking at it a different way. So overall, this is a very well-made movie. It is very exciting. It's very character-driven. And even though I kind of knew where it was going the whole time, it didn't really break my focus on the narrative. It's so jam-packed with people, including a surprising turn from Mary Steenburgen. The movie does have some moments that really shock. There was a few moments where it might have been the chillness in the theater too. It was a very cold theater, but there was a few moments that really woke me up and shocked my system. And I think I'm thinking about it a little bit more. It probably will grow a bit more in my mind, and I think it's one of those movies that I think when it comes out on home video, I'm probably going to race out, pick it up, and go watch it again. Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. It's the same one I got from Wolf of Wall Street in some ways, where it's like, ooh, I can't wait to watch the collection of scenes again and see them in a different way, a second viewing. It's just one of those movies that is very different from the director's filmography as prior, and I think that's a good thing, but it also kind of made me wonder, you know, if I was missing something along the way. So mix, but positive mix, and I think it's a movie that will grow with me. But what do you think? Have you seen Nightmare Alley? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. I'm going to have to take a couple days before I put out a full review for this one for certain. But I want to know, what do you think now that you've had some time to see it as well? Or have you not seen it because all of your screenings got canceled because of Spider-Man? Maybe Willem Dafoe's character in Spider-Man is just him being really pissed that his movie kept getting canceled for Spider-Man showings. Let me know in the comments section below what your thoughts on the film are. While you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the video if you want. And check out all the other stuff that we've got going on there. You can check out GoatFilmReviews.com. You can follow Goat Film Reviews on Facebook. You can follow myself on Twitter and Instagram and Letterboxd at Almighty Goatman. And you can check out my other show, Kyle and Nick on Film, which airs Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. The season's coming to a close pretty soon. So go ahead and subscribe over on that channel as well. The link is down in the description, and we'll see you at the next one.